Okay, so everyone wave to the camera. Hi. Okay, so now attention up here. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reading a passage called The Secret Garden. Go ahead and look at the top of this page. There's a little yellow box. Do you see it? Yes. I'd like for you to follow along with your eyes as I read it out loud. This is going to get us ready to read this. Mary Lennox, an orphan of wealthy parents, has been sent to live with her uncle, Mr. Craven, in Yorkshire, England. After several months there, she has made some friends, but best of all is her discovery of a neglected, walled-in garden. That's why it's called the Secret Garden. As this chapter opens, Mary has been haunted and puzzled for many nights by the sound of someone weeping. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to read this section of the text. It's actually, if you look up here, it's from a chapter in a book. And this is one of the books that I read as a little girl, okay? So chapter 8, I Am Colin. I want to direct your attention up here to our focus question. We're up here, my friend, up here on the wall. Giselle, would you read that focus question to us?
How does the scene be read show that Mary and Colin are different?
Okay, so there's a key word in here that's going to tell us what kind of skill we're going to need. And that word is different. And we're talking about how many characters? Two, right? We're talking about Mary, and Colin. So we have to do the job of, thank you, friend. We have to do the job of deciding how Mary and Colin are different by what's in this text. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. Are you ready? Looking up here. Our focus skill for today is character contrast. As you're reading, you're going to be thinking to yourself, what are the big events in the text? Okay? Then you're going to read it again, this time looking for character 1. If you make Mary or Colin character 1, that's your choice. Okay? So as you read a second time, you're going to ask yourself, what does character 1 say, think, or do? Those are what we call character traits. Right? Yes. Then you're going to read it a third time, right? You want to be very focused as we read this, okay? The third time, what does character 2 say, think, or do? Again, that's a trait, right? What can we tell about that person? When you're done reading it for the third time is when you can go back and say, how are these characters different, okay? So our focus skill is character contrast, and we know that because of what the question is asking. This skill is really important. Not only does it help you better understand the text, but authors often put in these different layers, and it's our job to really break them down and figure out what's going on with our characters, okay? And understand the text, especially since this is one chapter in a whole book. Capiche? Okay, so I'm going to hand you out your sheet that you will respond on, and you'll notice that at the top of the page, I've given you a little bit of a glossary. This text was written a while ago, so it uses a lot of antiquated, means older type of language, okay? So if you look at the first one, it says delicate. If something is delicate, it's easy to break or small, right? So if something is delicate, we might think about, my grandmother has a tea set, it's very delicate. But then also something that's very small, like a baby kitten, it's very delicate, right? So use this as you're reading the text to help you understand. Down below it, you'll happen to see the focus skill and how to do it, which is exactly what we just went through here. So use it if you need to remind yourself, okay? Then here, I want you to put a star by the focus question. Put a star by the focus question.
I don't know.
Then just put a box in there, okay? So your focus question is, how does the scene we read show that Mary and Colin are different? How do you know? Because it says, how do you know? Got to find evidence in the text. Capiche? Cool. So you have this front space here. You have this space here, and if you get done, there's a bonus question. Okay? First step, read. How many times? 3. 3 times. First time, or just what are the big events? Then you're reading for character 1, then you're reading for character 2. Got it? Okay, go ahead.